Hey everybody, Josh here, and today we're talking about something that's critical to each and every one of you, and that is home security. And we're not talking about cameras or anything like that, no burglars. That's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about smoke detectors, and not just any smoke detectors, not the dumb old smoke detectors, but rather the Meross Matter smoke detector. This thing is a game changer, and we're going to dive right in. Let's be honest, for years, smoke detectors have just been dumb. You probably burnt your toast or left something on the stove a little too long, got some smoke, and that's why it's going off. But we're in another era at this point. We want smart home connected items and smart home safety. And that's where the Meross Matter enabled smoke detector comes in. We're going to unbox it. I'm going to show you the features of it, tell you how you can utilize it in your smart home, and give you my final thoughts. So let's get to it. Welcome back to Josh's Smart Home. If you're new here, I just want to let you know that I've been building out my smart home for about 10 years now, and I want to share with you what I've learned along the way to make your home smarter. I want to give a special thanks to Meross. They did provide this item free of charge to me, but I'm going to share with you my honest thoughts and opinions. The most important aspect of this smart home smoke detector is the Matter integration. You can see right here, it's Matter integrated. And if you're new here or you're just catching up, Matter integration is a new smart home standard that allows you to utilize the protocol to connect it to any number of smart home platforms. So whether you're using Apple HomeKit, Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Home Assistant, Samsung Smart Things, the list goes on. It all works with the Matter integration. So this is super versatile. You don't need a separate, integration for this thing. It's Matter integrated, and that's going to be a real game changer. So without further ado, let's get this thing unboxed. And we have two boxes inside, so I'm just going to pick the one on the right, and let's see what we have in here. And this is the smoke detector. I won the lottery here. And a nice classical design, nice white smoke detector. So pretty standard. It won't look odd in your home. It won't stick out like it's some type of smart home device. And on any white ceilings, this will blend right in. Also in this box, there are a couple screws with anchors or some 3M tape. So you can use those for the mounting of the smoke detector. I grabbed the other box now, and we got some user manuals right on top. And it looks like we have a little hub with an Ethernet cable and a power cord, I'm assuming in this, with, the power cord connector for the AC outlet in the wall. So that's everything that's in this box. So it looks like there's a little hub that'll connect to the smart home smoke detector, and we'll go ahead and get this thing set up. Either plan to have this set up right in your smart home center or provide some longer Ethernet and USB cables for yourself. That way you can reach it further, because these are probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 18 inches or so. I'm going to set this directly up in Home Assistant. So I'm going to add the device through the integration, and I'm going to say it's a new device, and we'll scan the code. And we'll add the bridge in here. And I added it as the Meross Matter Smart Hub. Now let's get this set up where we pair the actual smoke detector with the hub. And look at that, battery's already pre-installed, so you can just pull that, and right away you hear the sound. So it is fully powered at this point. To enter the pairing mode, you have to press the button underneath here 3 times, and then press the button on the hub twice. And you can hear, based on the beeps, it is connected. And immediately we can go into the app of Home Assistant, and you can see that the smoke is clear, the battery is normal, battery alert is normal, and the service is okay, hardware fault's okay, and there's no test in progress at this point running. So as easy as that, everything's set up and integrated directly into Home Assistant. We used to use a device that listened for the smoke alarm to go off, and it worked just fine, but that's just one more point of failure in a critical time period when you don't want any failures. That's why the Meross Matter smoke detector is definitely head and shoulders above, but that's just one of the reasons. Another reason are the automations that you can incorporate with the Meross Matter smoke detector. And that's because this integrates directly with all those different platforms. So maybe when this goes off, you just want an instant alert on your phone. Maybe you want screenshots from certain cameras around your home. Maybe you want all the doors to unlock, so if there is a fire, everybody can get out, or if the firefighters are coming, they can get into your home easily and not cause any additional damage. Maybe it's turn on all the lights so that you can see to get out of your home and everybody can see to maneuver around. Maybe it's make announcements on your smart home speakers. There are endless possibilities of things you might want to do when the smoke detector is going off, but those things could save your life. Another automation that could potentially save your life that's not related merely to the Meross matter smoke detector is the fact that we're supposed to be checking the batteries in the smoke detectors, what, twice a year? And how many of us are doing that every time it's supposed to be done? Well, you can track the testing of this one. So if you test all of your smoke detectors at the same time, you can have this be the proxy for all your other smoke detectors as well. And you can have an automation that says after so many days that it hasn't been tested that you get an alert. That way you get that extra reminder and you don't forget this vital piece of technology in your home. The installation is super simple. You just screw off the back cover and you can either put these screws in through this or you can use the 3M tape on the back. You mount this plate and this screws right back on. That's all it takes to mount this. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of this device. First of all, the biggest pro by far is the Matter enabled integration. Definitely puts this thing head and shoulders above the others. Next, we have the reliable notifications no matter where you are. So you can have this thing alert your phone even when you're not at home. Plus, the automations that are enabled with this, it's just endless. Whatever you can imagine, you can do as using this as a trigger. And if you utilize it through the Meross app, you're supposed to be able to interconnect the different devices. That's not, released in the Matter integration within Home Assistant. But again, the interconnectivity is available in the Meross app if you integrate it that way. And that's not to mention the sleek design and the long battery life. Now let's talk about the cons. Well, the price is a little more than an average smoke detector, but you get what you pay for. And there is the hub that's required with this. So it's not directly integrated directly in the device. You have to utilize that hub. Small inconvenience in my opinion, but just something to note. And finally, this is just a smoke detector, not a carbon monoxide detector. So is the Meross Matter smart home smoke detector worth it? To me, yes. Definitely, if you don't have something already in your house, maybe you already have something and then maybe this isn't for you. But if you don't have anything integrated with your smoke detector and your smart home, you're really missing the boat on smart home safety. This really elevates it to another level with the automations and all the other options that you have here with the full integration into your smart home. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. And leave me a comment on your thoughts on this device and if you're using anything else in your smart home to detect smoke. I'll see you in the next one.